listen. We are sitting in expansion. Because you have to sit in it and listen and be aware and then grow. Whereas like we think depression and negative thoughts back to the dark and the light. Yeah. They don't exist without each other. So you have to have this moment of stillness then in the dark as a seed to then grow.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about the darkness a lot because of the season that we're in. So right now in New England, we're in, well, not fully winter, but we're in like deep fall, like we're fall. Winter is coming, but it's starting to get later out so much earlier, right? Like by 5 o'clock, I think it's already super dark. And like last night, I was like, I do not want to drive. I'm not leaving the house. Like I just want to be cozy. But in the summertime, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. Let's go to the let's go like feel like go out and like do stuff. And so this is like such a natural cycle of life where this is the time when it's okay for us to sit in the dark. And it's so funny how we've manufactured like daylight savings time, right? It's like, let's keep things like, lighter a little bit longer, right? Like, and I get it. We don't live in the age where we have to like put candles on at night, like we have electricity, but this is like such a good time for us to like really reflect on what's going on inside, sitting by your fireplace or having a good book or like really just being with yourself because you know what? When spring comes, it's like it's time to get shit done. It's time to plant your seeds. It's time to like, you know, clean things up, right? So like this is kind of like allow yourself to be in it, right? And this is a good time. And I know darkness is like scary and it's unknown and we're not comfortable with it because we like what we can see, we like what we can touch, what we can feel, what like is backed by science, right? Like we need hard facts because it's kind of how we operate. Um, but now it's okay to be in a little bit of the unknown.
But if you actually listened to your body, so before daylight savings time, I was getting up so late and I wasn't sure like why I was getting up at 7:30. And then I realized daylight savings time was gonna happen soon. So what my body was doing was going over the evening. So now I get up at 6:30 because that's when the sun and the birds start chirping. Of course I'm in bed at 7:30. But like most nights, but it's like I don't feel bad about that because my body will tell me like if I'm consistent in the morning because I hear the birds, I see the sunlight coming in through my shades. My body knows what it's doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, why am I gonna throw shade on? And it's only for a couple of months.
Okay, exactly.
Until then, everything shifts again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're just thinking of a connection with like energy, nature, and how we are just doing exactly what everything else is doing around us.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves are falling, things are going to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to just honor that and just be like, all right, I'm going to take a nap at 7:30 at night for the night and be done. Like, so that, like, because I love how you're like, in free time, it's goes, oh, yeah, it is. Because everybody feels it. But it's like, oh, yeah. Like, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, it's one hour, let's go, let's do, let's plan, let's just do. And I think that this is our time to rest and reflect and be in space. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I love the seasons. I really like follow them a lot. And for me, like I'm very like more closely connected to nature. But, it's hard. We live in a world where we don't really allow ourselves to take breaks or to take vacation. How many people are like, I have like 4 weeks vacation, but I like haven't taken any, and it's the end of the year, and man, it's like just take your time off. Okay, it's because we have distractions. We have things that can keep us up. We have excuses to not go with what's outside, what we're seeing outside. And we want to resist because it doesn't feel good or it doesn't feel comfortable. You're like, I don't want to go to bed early. We want to be in control. Right? I think there's something about like control, right? We're constantly needing to be in control. There was something you said earlier too that I was like, oh yeah, it's about a control thing, right? Like we want to be in control of bodies, of life, of like all these things. And some things we can't control.
Yeah.
Seasons we can't control.
Seasons of your life you cannot control. Yeah. all of it you cannot control.
Yeah, emotions you can't control, although we try, but we can't really. And I think we control it with these mechanisms of distraction, food, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is. We're like, oh, we can control it. We're fine. We're fine. Like, I can have like 3 cups of coffee. I'm fine. But the reality is like, no, you're not. You're just like, there's something hiding. There's something brewing that maybe you don't want to face.
Yeah.
And when people hit rock bottom, it's like, oh, I went too far. I went too hard. And now I need to like peel the onion back. Now I need to like reel things back in because like life got crazy.
Right. And that could be anything. Like I had a friend in he was always busy, always going, always doing, and always helping others, and then would never, wouldn't get home till 10 o'clock at night, but what, to just sleep?
Mm.
Like, so was not doing anything for himself. Like, I mean, wasn't processing and integrating feelings of like potentially what he might have been having through distracting himself by doing things, working too much, always going. Oh, and it was like, I didn't notice until it was like one day I was like, oh, you never have downtime. Like, what, do you care about that? No. But I'm like, I need to recharge. I need to be by myself. Sorry, I can't hang out for 3 days. We talked for an hour. I don't know. Like, it was, people use so many different distractions to ignore and avoid what you are feeling. That, and that's huge. Right? So, like, yeah, just so you know. I'm going to I think it's just these conversations about, oh yeah, I do that. Yeah. How do okay, where do I go from here? Okay. You keep watching the podcast. That's where you go, right? Because we have these practitioners and these conversations about helping you by what we've lived in our lives and by example. Yeah. Just because we want you to have the awareness to help yourself, help your family, help the people around you. Like, you don't have to sit in the suffering. That depression, and I'm not saying depression isn't real, it can be expansion, right? So don't shame, don't come at us, come at me for that. Because I know that I struggle with it too. It's just the way that you think about it, if you judge it and you shame yourself for having these depressive or these thoughts that you're like, what am I even thinking? That's where it gets toxic. It's more of like giving yourself grace while you're in it.